Hey there guys, today we're going to be doing something a bit different. We're going to be trying out a little bit of a build, not a zero to hero this time. We're going to be trying out a melee oriented ranger. So, after my most recent ranger video, I realized how strong this perk is. Enhanced hearing is really crazy. However, there are usually on ranger, you take a lot of perks for bows, right? You can take stuff like kinesthesia, nimble hands, quick reload, maybe even range weapon mastery if you want to go just full out on it. However, for the crossbow, there is only a single perk, crossbow mastery. However, this thing is kind of like two perks rolled into one, with the physical damage bonus and also the additional action speed whilst reloading. So I was thinking, or wondering, what the viability of a melee-oriented ranger could be. So of course for that we are using spear proficiency, of course as I already mentioned, crossbow mastery, enhanced hearing. This is pretty much only going to be a solo build, so that's why. And we're also running chase. Now, the other option is you probably could run Trap Mastery instead. However, Chase just gives you a little bit of a bonus about dealing with rogues. If you see footprints just appearing, you know that someone's, a rogue specifically is in stealth there. Also helps you like track wizards in stealth a bit easier, but either way. For the skills, we're running Penetrating Shot. Interestingly, this applies to melee as well. This doesn't specify anything about requiring to be projectiles or bows or anything like that, so let's go ahead and take those. And aside from that, I'm running Field Ration because I feel like the in-combat heal could be pretty valuable. However, you could also take something to buff your ranged a little bit, such as like Quick Fire works, I believe, with crossbows. Forceful Shot, you probably don't want Forceful Shot, that's a survival bow kind of thing. True Shot, something like that. Anyway, right now, the game is currently a bit weird in that you can only play Crypts. This isn't even runes, this is just Crypts. So either way, we're going to head in and see what we can do. See how this build feels. This entire... I'll do a quick gear rundown. I'll just hover over them and pause if you want to see. This entire gear set cost about 2,400 gold, so it's not the cheapest thing out there. Some of the things are quite meta. We did get a pretty good crossbow. Crossbow and spear, honestly, surprisingly expensive. Also, the ranger hood, I don't think this was very meta, but apparently people do kind of run it decently. I believe I've hovered over everything. So our set is a bit mixed. Some of the pieces are very good, some of them are pretty decent. We're running 14% physical power bonus with our spear out. Of course, we'll get an extra 10 physical power, so that will be quite a big bonus there. We're quite fast. We have a decent amount of action speed. We are, however, quite squishy. We're 102 health or 25% PDR, so yeah, definitely going to have to be careful about taking too much damage. We'll try and have to get some poke damage off with our crossbow and utilize the range of the spear if we're engaging in melee. Alright, I'll see you guys in-game. Quick damage check, 109 headshot on the first attack of the spear. 119 on the second. You can also press that Q. It won't work on this because this thing actually has negative armor and also 0 headshot protection, so it doesn't actually increase our damage. But against other players, it actually will. And also, I believe mobs. I'm actually 100% sure on mobs. You can see now we're actually 27 physical power bonus. Then we put the spear away in 14%. So that's the extra bonuses. Well, first of all, we're getting 3 from the spear itself, and then also another additional 10 from spear proficiency. Okay, hey there guys. So unfortunately it's on Crypts, so my map knowledge is a little bit worse than it would normally be. I mentioned that specifically because of placing traps is a pretty big deal as a ranger. So of course, when we're unable to utilize them as effectively as we normally would, we're going to be losing a little bit of efficiency on the build. However, I think this is okay. This is basically just a test. I wanted to see how how viable or not viable this actually felt. I feel like our matchups are going to be probably completely different to what they normally are. Okay, we need to be careful of this guy. We can't block the, yeah, that attack. Oh, wow, he really clipped me there. Damn. Alright, well, not a big deal. We did bring quite a few meds. Maybe should have brought a few more, even, to be honest, just because we are, of course, going to be dealing with a lot of things in melee. But the crossbow... Oh, wow, of course. The crossbow does feel quite nice, to be honest, with the action speed whilst reloading bonus from crossbow mastery. I feel like it's actually quite underrated. Of course, now, is it better than, you know, a longbow or a recurve bow with all of the perks? Yeah, probably not. But it's like, you're only investing 1 perk in your crossbow, right? As opposed to the, you know, usual like 2 or 3 that people are investing in the bows. So it's whether it's actually worth the trade-off to get the additional hearing and melee proficiency, and I'm not too sure about the chase, to be honest. That's basically just anti-rogue, but I feel like rogue would just one-tap you in this build anyway, so maybe it's not actually that bad. But right now, people, a lot of the rogue players are just complaining, so maybe there's not going to be too many rogues, which would, of course, make it feel less useful than it actually is. Either way, the wipe is coming soon. I believe it's just under 2 weeks at this point. Okay, we got a barbarian here. Okay. Well, let's try and put a trap down here. I'm not exactly sure where this guy went. Okay, he was in the room that we shot. Oh my god, I, like, moved my hand there. Okay, bit sketchy there. Misplayed there, definitely. Should have probably died. See him over there. Good hit on him there. Okay, did we actually kill him there? Or did he die to this mob or something? Now, definitely misplayed there quite a bit. Unfortunately that we did use quite a few of our meds. I might actually mute my own audio there because my dogs were kicking off pretty hard. This guy did have a purple horseman. I was wondering why he was doing so much damage. This guy had some pretty mixed gear. I mean, generally pretty low gear, right? So, not too much of a win there, to be honest. Bit of a weird set. Why does he have some, like, good pieces and some, like, almost base kit? Right, weird. Okay, anyway. At least we got some of our meds back. Definite misplays there, but of course it's getting used to a new build. We need to try and keep our distance a bit further than I was doing there. Another thing to note, unfortunately we've used all of our blue pots. But a thing to note is while we are very fast, we are slow with our spear or crossbow out because these things have such a huge movement speed penalty that it, like, really slows you down. It takes us down to, like, you know, near plate fighter level speed when we have these out. What are we at? Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. Right, unfortunate. I actually came up here to uninstall that. Don't know why I'd even bother uninstalling it, honestly. But, oh well, let's not worry about it too much. So, with our spear out, we're 275, so yeah, we are, like, actually plate fighter level kind of slow, which is definitely not good, but that's just because the spear has such a high movement speed penalty. Same with the crossbow. The crossbow is actually even higher. It's 50%, which is just crazy. Of course, it's to try and prevent the ranger meta, or at least tune it down a little bit. Not so much ranger, but ranged weapons, specifically, I guess. Should have hit some better shots on that guy with a crossbow. Unfortunately, I, like, had a pretty good lineup on, like, when he was in this door, but then I, like, flicked my mouse at the end and almost missed. Or did miss, not almost miss. Did get some of our meds back. The spear does feel really nice for PvE, to be honest. The only thing is, it's only really nice against PvE that's very easy to take out anyway. I feel like the real dangerous things you need a shield for in melee. Mainly talking about the spearmen there. Oh, sorry, not spearmen. Spearmen relatively okay to dodge. More specifically, let's actually take this trap. This trap's probably higher tier. I actually don't know what the difference is between the rarities of the traps. It could be installation speed, or it could be like damage you take once you actually proc them. Not really too sure. It's quite weird right now. I thought Crypts had better loot than Ruins, but it actually feels like Crypts has like quite poor loot to me so far. I haven't played too much of since they've made it. Dark Plate's pretty good. Dark Plate usually sells for a pretty good amount anyway. Okay, nice. We do get one extra blue part. That's something at least. Skeleton Mage here. Yeah. I'm actually really surprised at how fast this makes the crossbow feel. Like, this is actually not that bad at all. Maybe this is actually a little bit, like, underutilized. I suppose the thing is with the crossbow normally is there's just not enough perk support for it, really, right? Compared to, like, bows. Like, you can take the, like, 5% fizz power bonus thing as a perk, but that just feels really weak, honestly. That feels really, lackluster. We lived on, like, 1 HP or something, by the way, there. That was really, really close. I hear someone. We're going to put a trap here, however, they're going to hear us put it down, so it's probably not going to actually go that well for us. Something there. There's someone else like pretty close as well. Okay, I'm not liking this. We did trap that guy, but we've got a mob on us, and I think they're actually teaming as well. So we're probably gonna have to go through here. Unfortunately that mob went on us there, because that would have been a nice place to actually have that guy trapped. Can probably just go and wail on him, outrange him with the spear. I'm actually surprised that I somehow managed to pull that mob even. Okay. No, the range damage output is actually better than I thought it would be. While this is definitely melee-oriented Ranger, I feel like Ranger just doesn't have the capabilities of being truly melee. At least not right now. They're definitely going to need some... Well, they probably don't want melee Ranger to be, like, a thing, right? Because just play fighter. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I just don't think that it's really something that's going to be viable as, like, a pure melee anyway. You still are going to have to be poking people down. I mean, it's the same with, like, fighter and everything, right? Like, you still have to poke people down, really, before you engage in melee. Or, I mean, I guess it depends on the class. Some of them you don't have to, but some you definitely do. Let's get another potion ticking. I'm not too excited to get into melee range, or with these teamers. This was the barbarian that we killed earlier. Let's pop one more bandage as well. Let's go ahead and... I don't know why people are teaming. Like, there's almost nothing to gain right now. The wipe's coming soon. There's no AP to gain. So I really have no idea why these people are teaming, to be honest. Maybe they weren't teaming? But, I played a game, like, just before this on my, on a fresh cleric I was going to do a video on, but it didn't really go so well, so... Decided against it. And, people are teaming. It's kind of weird. I don't really know why. I think what we'll do is we'll go down to Hell. Unfortunately, it feels like pretty difficult to engage in PvP in Crypts. Okay, well, as I say that, we do manage to kill a wizard. 2 crossbow shots. Not really... that's pretty good. Let's take those. A lot of this gear is pretty lackluster, so... we don't have much time. Let's just take jewelry. Yeah, I don't know. That goes relatively low gear. But let's go ahead and head down to hell anyway. Let's get some potions ticking, med up a little bit. We have plenty of meds at this point, so we don't have to be too worried about that. Okay, hey there guys. Welcome to hell. Right. Immediately... I'm not sure about this spawn. This might be a bit rough. Let's take a look where we are. Okay. Right, so what's in here? Let's go take a look. So there's a demon berserker right there. Can we somehow cheese that guy? I suppose this is going to act as like... Well, of course, it's mainly a test for this melee-oriented ranger. However, probably will be going down to hell quite a lot in the new wipe, so I guess it's also kind of preparation for that to some extent. I feel like our damage output is really, really good right now. However, our survivability, of course, is quite limited. I thought I just heard someone pull out a potion, but I don't think I actually did. It was just like weird audio or something. That's unfortunate. Okay. Our damage output feels really good, but our survivability is, of course, what's mostly going to be lacking here. Let's go ahead and... I don't really know hell. Let's actually go back into the room that we came from. Now, without a shield, I'm a bit hesitant on how to actually deal with these things. I think what you can do is actually jump down there. And then if you have a ranged option, like of course we do with our crossbow, you're pretty much safe from everything, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. Remember, all of the mobs down here are nightmare. Or I'm not sure if all of them, but a lot of them at the very least. Where did that demon berserker actually go? Can he get back up here? He can. Okay, good to know, good to know. Ah, but it goes over there. Are we somehow able to get an angle? Oh. Okay, let's be patient. Should have bought lockpicks, actually, thinking about it. Although they are a bit expensive, so maybe we wouldn't have had enough in the budget. Let's see if we can find any from these chests, maybe. Another blue potion. We actually do have another blue potion. Decent lightfoots, but let's not bother taking those. Let's pop a potion. Now, we need to find a way to try and cheese this demon berserker. Maybe if I actually hit him? No. What if I stand, like, right on the edge? I could have swore you used to just be able to cheese him here. He'd just stand here and, like, let you shoot him. Maybe they are improving the AI, or I'm not sure what's going on here. I think maybe let's just not go this way. This is probably the safer way. I say that. Again, we need to find a way to cheese this demon berserker. The thing is, they're so difficult to try and take out without cheesing. I know their attack pattern is relatively simple, but if you screw it up, like, once, you just die. This demon berserker's coming to us. Is he? How can I cheese this guy? I just don't know. Right, well, this isn't looking good. Now, fortunately, we are quite fast, so we are actually able to just run and keep running. I do think there is actually a spot to cheese one, like... Is it here? Right, yeah, it is here. Okay, perfect. Can we melee him, though, without him, like, retaliating? Okay, perfect. Now, this won't work with with most melee weapons, of course, because you're not going to have this level of range, but you would just crossbow this guy over and over, or, you know, whatever weapon you have. Barbarian, of course, is pretty much the hardest class to do hell with, just because the mobs are so dangerous without cheesing, and you just have so few options when it actually comes to cheesing them. Oh, God, this is a nightmare, mummy. Let's be careful. Okay, no, but look at our damage output. It is really, really solid damage output. We are killing the mobs very quickly. But this is a very good kit as well. I don't normally play with kits this good, so that's also partially something that will, of course, be influencing this. Let's actually swap that out. I think Purple Falchion is just good money on its own. Purple Crystal Sword, probably a bit less meta, so probably not. That is actually a decent Falchion we already have as well. I don't know how much we're really going to be able to loot. We do actually have a pretty decent zone for us, I guess, so we can actually spend probably a decent amount of time looting. Pick up some more bolts. Did we... Yeah, we did loot the Demon Berserker. Right, let's go ahead and start working on this dog. Should die from like 1 or 2 pokes. Okay, yeah. But I suppose this is like another option for the people that kind of enjoy melee glass cannon kind of builds, such as like Slayer Fighter. Ooh, okay, surgical kit is being popped. God damn. Not sure why that guy did so much damage. Must have headshot us or something. I thought he was going to die from the first poke, but something there must have not been a headshot. Otherwise, I don't know why we would have 2 or 3 hit the first one, but then took an extra 2 or an extra hit to kill that one. Not too sure why. Okay, did just hear a portal open to the west somewhere. But so far, I'm having fun. The crossbow feels really nice with this additional reload speed, honestly. This feels more like a longbow or something than a crossbow. Perhaps this is... Oh, wow, this guy's still alive. Perhaps this is an underutilized perk in the Ranger's kit. I always thought it was quite weak, but maybe it really isn't that weak when you think about it. We actually, like, you know, using a lot of utility here, and still we're, like... utility perks, that is, like... Enhanced Hearing and Chase, of course. We're playing basically 2 combat perks down, and it's still feeling pretty solid. I really wish we had a lockpick. Unfortunately, we don't, though. But again, can't stress how squishy we are. We almost died to that base kit Barbarian. Now, Barbarian, of course, is usually like one of the classes that Ranger does really well into. Which I have a feeling that this build will probably do worse into. As your, of course... Okay, I thought I heard a player. Your, long-ranged ability is much worse. But your mid-range and your close range is probably significantly better. Okay, this guy's Thanos. We need to be careful. Like, really careful. God, okay. Oh, Jesus. These mobs are so scary. I'll probably do this one a little bit different and edit it down a bit. Let me know if you guys in the comments, if you're enjoying the video so far. This will be a bit of a different one, I suppose. I haven't really done anything like this before. At least not in, WoW. Sorry, in Dark and Darker. Oh my god. It's so dark here. I can't tell what's going on. Right, let's go ahead and just use another one of our breads. We're probably going to be leaving here soon, so we're probably not going to stick around too much longer. Might as well just use the breads. Now, west, of course, is where we left the mobs open, so we have to be a little bit cautious when we're heading back in here. Let's try and do some looting, though. Let's go get our torch real quick as well. We definitely need another torch. Or a torch. Okay, we did actually get a blue down here. However, we do need to be careful of these nightmare mummies. These guys are... Oh, crap. You good? Okay. It's pretty funny, some of the things you get up to in hell.
No more potions or some, please help.
You good? Okay, no worries.
I just want to leave, bro.
Yeah, no problem. There's a portal down here on the right. Blue. Obviously.
Thanks, buddy. Take care.
Good luck. Now, we just kind of risked our life for a random guy. I think we're fine. This Wraith. I think we're okay. We're okay, so we're gonna greed, of course. Naturally. Sure. Okay, that was scary. I don't know what mob that was. Obviously, it's some kind of a skeleton, but... Right. Yeah, see, no AP or anything, so I'm not really sure why people are teaming. I just felt bad for that guy there, honestly. The way he just comes in and immediately teabags and starts asking for help. Hey there, guys. Welcome back. Now... After the first game, I need to change my playstyle a little bit. I need to... This is still Ranger. It's never going to be Fighter. So... Ow. Okay, so what I mean by that is I think I need to, not play around the melee so much. We still need to focus on just using our crossbow. The crossbow with this perk does feel very, very nice. Does feel very good. I checked our damage numbers again, and I think most importantly, it's just hitting crossbow shots at all, to be honest, because even the body shots are doing about 70 damage at the moment, which is a pretty solid, you know, body shot. I do guess we do have pretty good gear, but we mostly have it like movement speed gear, to be honest, rather than like actual damage gear. Although we definitely do have some damage gear, so this is, you know, all things considered, a relatively cheap kit. I don't think it's about 2,500 gold. I don't think that's like a, you know, it's not exactly a budget build or anything, but for a pretty decent set, I do think that is a relatively low price. Honestly, I'm surprised by how much the weapons cost, because the weapons were like a solid 800 in total, which I was thinking, like, who uses the spear? Why is it so expensive? But I don't know, I guess someone does. Oh, wow. If those were any boots except old shoes, those would be pretty good boots. I guess we'll keep them anyway, because we can still vendor them, but... Well, I don't know, maybe people want the old shoes resourcefulness. I don't know. I doubt anyone's mining or anything at this point. Maybe someone just messing around on Pickpocket Rogue or something. I don't know. Right, anyway, let's get more meds popping. We're a little bit low. We do have a pretty good zone for us. I think what we'll maybe do... I think, honestly, let's head south to the, like, corner of the map kind of region. The only thing I need to remember to do with this is to unequip our weapons when we're running away. Like, I need to remember to do that, because, my god, as I've said it before, but the movement speed penalties on both of these weapons is insane. Minus 40 and minus 50 on the crossbow is just ridiculous. I don't really like this room. There's a hell of a lot of PvE here. Honestly, yeah, no, I've changed my mind. Let's just go north. Honestly, let's just break our way through this, like, wooden, little, like, passageway here. Let's just sit down for a moment to regen our health back up to maximum. 102. Yeah, like, we are really squishy. Even though we do have, honestly, a decent amount of armor rating for a, ranger. It's still a very low amount, right? Down. Take this. The only thing that I'm not enjoying too much about this is the PvE on Crypts. I suppose some of that is just due to how limited the range is. You can't really kite things at all very well or anything. It's mostly just, you know, kind of standing there and actually fighting things. Although that's probably just a bit of a skill issue, to be honest, and not having used the spear or anything in a while. I'm used to fighting with a shield as well, to be honest. Obviously, the most I played this game before the season end was on Fighter. Pushed that to Demigod. Honestly, it was... I don't know if it was really fun or not, grinding to Demigod. Certain parts were, certain parts weren't. It just takes a little bit of a while, and normally I'm someone who changes class quite a lot and changes builds and stuff. But on Fighter, I was just playing PDR Fighter a lot of the time. Because... I don't really know. I think the shields are, like, pretty fun in this game, actually, especially when you have, like, counterattack and shield mastery and stuff, and you're getting that juiced action speed and movement speed when you do hit a block. But it also just sucked having matchups that are so bad, like Warlock and Wizard. Like, those matchups are just, like, unwinnable, as long as the Wizard or Warlock is a decent player. And, you know, you probably have a chance if they're in, like, base kit. If they're in base kit, you probably have a pretty solid chance. But if they have, like, even slightly similar levels of gear to you, yeah, good luck. Alright, well anyway, it's a bit of a quiet run so far, but I suppose it would be. It's probably soon we'll encounter a player. It might be an idea to try and set up a trap somewhere, like, preemptively. But where would we want it? I think, honestly... Wait, you can put it, like... Wait, you can put a trap there. Okay. I think we need it in, like, a doorway, but we need it in a relatively dark doorway. But we don't need it to be too obvious. Maybe not right in the doorway. Maybe, like, Let's put one here. We do need to remember we only have one trap now, so we have to be a little bit cautious about that. And now we need to remember our own trap is there and not run into that, which I've absolutely done before. But we'll try not to do that again. The only thing is with this build is, obviously you can't do this right off the bat. Ow. God damn. The movement speed's slow there, made it so I couldn't really dodge that. We have plenty of meds anyway, so let's not worry about it too much. We do also still have the field rations as well, but I prefer to keep those whilst we're actually in combat. I feel like it's a bit of a waste to use those when you're just taking some PvE damage or whatever, because, you know, you can just heal it back. It's not really a big deal. Unless we were being pushed by something. Someone, I guess. So what are you guys thinking of Dark and Darker at the moment? I feel like right now the game's in a bit of a state where it's kind of just waiting until the wipe. Especially with this test that they've got ongoing now where it's immediately into Crypts. And, you know, this is the only map you can play. There is only Crypts. There is nothing else right now. I mean, I guess, you know, Hell, but Hell is just an extension of Crypts. Not even Ruins. I know people were getting quite bored of the, or some people at least were getting quite bored of the, or having Ruins before you go into Crypts, but I think it was a much better system than just going straight into Crypts. Honestly, I don't really enjoy Crypts that much. I'm not sure why, because I know a lot of people say it's, like, by far the best map, but personally, I don't know. I honestly preferred Ruins. The only thing is, as well, with Crypts is it's so dark that it feels like the rogues probably have, like, a field day on this. And also they can hide up, like, in quite a few different, like, hiding spots, which are pretty hard to see if you don't already know them. Plus it involves looking up, you know, which... I don't know if you've seen the things about... Apparently people just do not look up, like, almost ever in games. I don't want to go... I'm going back because I don't want to go too far away from our trap, because that is kind of like our safety net to some extent. So if we do encounter someone, we can, of course, easily go back to it. I'm not sure if there's... No, there was quite a few people in this lobby, so I'm not sure why it's feeling so dead. I really dislike playing in lobbies that feel... Ow, how did that guy hit me? Guess I didn't dodge quick enough or something. Lobbies like this, because you grow, like... You grow content, and then you have a higher chance of getting caught off guard by something, and yeah. If there's any way we'll die, it's probably by getting caught off guard by something, I imagine. We need to remember, like, our door opening speed is actually pretty good. What's our resourcefulness? 27? Let's do a quick test on our door opening. Yeah, like, that is so fast. So we need to remember, like, we need to kite people towards doors, use that to our advantage. We're not good at just standing there and actually scrapping with people. Not straight up anyway, we'll have to hit, like, a few crossbow bolts or something for that first. Loot's feeling quite low as well. I'm not sure why. I thought Crypts was supposed to have better loot than Ruins, but honestly, it feels, like, quite noticeably worse to me. But I don't know. Maybe it's just because I haven't really played that many games of, Crypts yet. I do like Crypts thematically, it's just, I don't... The gameplay, not so much. But I personally really... Oh, there's a guy there. Oh, longsword gamer. Right. Ooh, he has a bow, actually. Okay, interesting. So... Ooh, bad shot. You know, let's get a potion ticking. We're not chilling, we want to fight. I want to test this build out. Okay, he's got the mobs aggroed on him. That was bad. Unfortunate that we only find the guy right as there's a blue portal. Also, goddamn, he opened that fast. His will must be high. Or, I don't know. I guess he just tanked the mobs, that's why. Pretty bad crossbow shots there. What is that? Is that a ranger? I think it is. That's a hit. Okay, that's this ranger down. I feel like I was hearing someone behind me, but maybe not. I want to loot this guy if we can. Okay, hey there guys, welcome. This might be the final run I'll do for this video, possibly. We'll see how it goes. I want to just test the PvP capabilities mainly, so we're probably not going to be doing too much looting. At least not of, like, chests and stuff. Obviously, we'll loot other players and things. Okay, almost just took some unnecessary damage from that. That's unfortunate that he got that off. But I'm not going to lie, this does feel a lot better than I thought it would. Just because the crossbow is a lot better than I thought it would be, honestly, with this perk. Like, the 50% action speed actually makes it, like, during reloading. This thing shoots pretty quickly. Like, I'm wondering if this is comparable to, like, a longbow. Without the, like, ranger perks, for example. I feel like it might honestly be, like, somewhat close. Or at least closer than you'd expect. Of course, you are lacking at long range, and you have, generally worse abilities, or skills that is. I did manage to loot the ranger there at the end a little bit, not too much. I'm not sure if I'll include that in the video or not, but he didn't really have much. He was pretty low gear. One thing that I found out from this task is actually ranger hoods are worth quite a bit. I didn't think they were. I didn't think people generally liked them that much, but apparently people do. Or at least they're quite expensive, to be honest. More than what I thought. But I have no idea why that fighter didn't want to fight. Maybe he just didn't feel like dealing with a ranger or something. Because, like, it's nearly the end of the wipe. Like, come on now. Let's just fight. Let's test our skills out. Let's practice a bit. I definitely should have hit him with a few more crossbow bolts. Yeah. I feel like for some reason, I feel like my aim with the bows are generally decent, but with a crossbow, for some reason, yeah, I don't know. I'm not very good with the crossbow. Just weird seeing as fighters my, like, most played class, I guess, but... We will take a spare trap, just in case. Actually, let's put a trap down somewhere... where do we want it? What about, like, here? I think that might be a decent option. Put that a bit to the side, unfortunately. Maybe. You know what? Let's actually just put 2 here. We've got to remember to be careful when we're crossing over there. But now, possibly we could catch someone. Also, of course, the health shrine, people possibly would want to be going after that. So we could catch someone with that. Someone's been through here? Yeah, someone is real close. Not exactly sure where, though. Are they down in this bit? No. Now let's take a shot with our crossbow, and then it will just be, yeah, he's in there. Okay, nice. Got him with a headshot there. That spear headshot hurts. Like, really, really hurts. So I'm not surprised that he wasn't able to tank that. Very low gear, so I don't know. It doesn't really feel that good killing this guy, but I guess we'll take some more bolts. Whilst we have the inventory space, at least. We need to remember we can absolutely drop these as well. We got a bunch more meds. Now we can just fire off our crossbow completely indiscriminately and not have to worry about running out of bolts. That's how I felt quite often with my fighter. Like, I only used to bring 1 stack of bolts, which might be incorrect. Maybe you should just bring 2. However, we were a lot less reliant on our crossbow as a fighter, of course. Let's grab the Shrine of Protection, I guess. Take us up to 30% PDR, 10% magic resist. I suppose, it will make our matchups against spellcasters quite a bit worse. I feel like, because I just feel like being able to... Oh my god, I almost just walked into my own. If anyone remembered there, like where I put those and thought I was going to walk into them. Yeah, that was honestly a stroke of luck. I saw the Health Shrine and I was like, wait a minute. Ooh, did I just see something over there? Oh, it's probably just... Yeah, it's just that bat thing, okay. Or Death Skull. Is this some... Yeah. Double shot? No. It does feel very good, though, just walking around two-tapping most mobs. Or with headshots, at least. I suppose it's only the squishy ones. But yeah, sorry, as I was saying, I feel like the reason why Ranger does well against... I hear someone. In here. The Slayer Fighter. Ooh. Ah, and that's how we die. Damn. Misplay. Should have set up some traps. Should have used potions. Honestly didn't think he'd be able to catch me with that speed, but no, this guy is really fast. Let's check his move speed. Oh no, he's not really fast. He's actually rather slow. Of course, with sprint, he's 306, but I should have just dropped my unequipped my crossbow. I feel like this has potential, less so on Crypts than most other maps. I feel like on Ruins, you'd be really set with this. And possibly on Goblin Caves. I honestly feel like Goblin Caves nowadays is more open than Crypts, which is kind of weird, because it always used to be like the exact opposite. Definitely a fair few misplays there. Could have handled that a lot better, but I do think this build is actually pretty fun and definitely has potential. Slayer fighters probably have a much better chance against you than PDR fighters, to be honest, just because they're usually nowhere near as slow. Of course, this guy doesn't have amazing gear, but he has decent gear, and it makes sense that he two-tapped us. I played it a bit disrespectfully. If I played that more respectfully, we absolutely would have been fine. But anyway, you guys, this video was just something a little bit different. If you enjoyed watching, I'd appreciate likes massively. If you've got any suggestions for any builds you'd like me to try, let me know in the comments below. We'll see what we can do. For now, it's kind of just killing time until the wipe comes, and then the more content I'll start. But yeah, right now, I don't know. I don't really know what to do. It feels kind of weird doing 0 to Heroes, but we'll see. Thank you guys anyway. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.